Welcome to the cafe.
Grab a drink and sit with us.
Well, yeah, there are some very important tea to spill today.
Yeah, especially with the waves of the US presidency with Joe Biden going into office, the effects of his with him being in office, still a lot of countries have seen the effects of that. How's it in Lebanon?
Well, actually, here in Lebanon, we haven't seen much effect since Joe Biden took over office. But actually, concerning the last term with President Trump taking office for a 4-year term, we have seen that it has affected Lebanon in a majority of ways. But mainly concerning the US presidency, I personally think that this is about the US citizens. I personally think that the American people are satisfied with the results, like with the majority satisfied, especially the youth. What do you think about it?
Yeah, they definitely are. There are a few people that are not satisfied with that. We saw with the incidents that happened at the Capitol, and I mean overall, people are excited and they're hoping that the Joe Biden situation will be a new change. We definitely saw that with him bringing Kamala Harris into the office. It truly is it's the step in the right direction. Her being the first woman of color in office is truly remarkable, and
Well,
in
yeah,
light,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, and in light of Women's History Month, it truly is amazing to see.
Well, yeah, actually, talking about Kamala Harris, we can't help but think about Women History Month. This month, March, is Women History Month. And I see that with Kamala Harris in office, this is a huge step in the American history, with the first black American woman as a vice president. I see that this is something the world is changing into, especially with inequality. I see that women are starting to have equal rights with men all around the world. But personally, in Lebanon, let's speak about on a national scale. I still see that this lacks in my country, and we still need to see women representation in the parliament and in high-profile jobs. What is it like in South Africa?
Yeah, we can totally relate in South Africa. In South Africa, we're actually facing another pandemic of gender based violence, which has been going on for way too long. So, we hope that soon will turn into a different light and that things will get better and that the gender based violence numbers will go down and more gender equality will be seen.
Yeah, totally, 100%. Well, actually, talking on a national scale, as we're talking about Lebanon, we are facing a huge economical crisis right now. Our currency, the Lebanese pound, has lost more than 80% than its original value last year. It is totally a catastrophe. People are dying on the streets. People don't have money to buy food for their families. It is horrible. I mean, even our politicians aren't even thinking about something to change in the situation that we are facing. I mean, what do you see that we can do to help our country as for being in power?
I mean, it's truly sad to see that that the people in leader that we have in trust to help lead the country that they're doing nothing about it. I could take one or two things from our president. I mean, he is trying. I know our economy is not doing great as well, but it's not as bad as there in Lebanon. I think investing in your own country would definitely be a big gain, and maybe finding new trade routes and other countries to trade with that would definitely help with the economic crisis.
Well, that's actually amazing. This is a great solution. I hope that we might reach our goal. But even right now with the COVID pandemic and with the COVID vaccination, it is really slow. Till this day, we haven't vaccinated more than 300 people at maximum since it has started coming to Lebanon. What can we say, as they say? How is it in South Africa? How is vaccination?
Yeah, the times are tough. COVID has really changed people's lives in ways. It was like a year ago this time actually. That's when South Africa got like their first cases. And I mean, with vaccination, our first batch of vaccines where there was a big scandal about it that it was ineffective. And I mean, now at the moment, we got a new batch of vaccines and we also have a new variant. So that also stopped the flow of COVID vaccinations. So I mean, like, we do have the vaccines are being distributed, and where I've seen the effects of like the COVID vaccine. Our numbers have been down because we were like in the top 5 most of the cases. So yeah.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. Melissa, I'm really sorry. I'm really running late on time. I really need to go. It was really nice catching up with you and having a cup of coffee with you in this wonderful cafe, the Late Elevenses. It has recently opened here in town. We need to start coming there. See you soon, Melissa.
Yeah, sure. It was a nice conversation with you, Joe. Bye.